I've been training Jiu-Jitsu for 2 years and 5 months, and yesterday I made my debut as a blue belt in competition, so here is a quick breakdown of how it went. So pretty quickly I got my underhook in the stand-up, and then he does some weird drag thing. I don't know what he was trying there, but he threw me to the ground and I basically landed on his back and attached myself to his arm to go for some kind of choi bar. I was trying to get that foot in. He managed to flatten himself out, so it made it a lot harder to actually pull it off. I knew it wasn't working, so I kind of let go. I tried to armbar him on the way out of that, but it didn't work. As you see there, I circled my knee shield, which really helped me in this match. So here I'm keeping my knee shield high, and he steps over my leg, which actually plays into my game, because immediately I push the knee shield out and reach over to the top of his lat to posture him down for the octopus, and then I get my inside leg in for the back take. It's very sneaky. The hook gets in there before you've even realised, and then here he's basically flattened out, and I'm just working my arm in for the rear naked choke, and we roll onto the back. I've got my head on the mat, and then we're just hand fighting, and I eventually get to my bicep and pull off the rear naked choke, which I don't get too often, so I was pretty happy about that. I'd say that performance was a bit of a clinic for me. I really got to show off what I've been working on. And then this is my second match, the last match of the round robin. I had about 4 minutes in between my first match and this match, so I was going into it feeling very heavy and full of lactic acid. But here we go. I've got the underhook. I go for a knee tap takedown, but my elbow was too low, I think. And then he tries to throw me. I headbutt him on the way up. Oops, unintentional. And then I try to trip him. It doesn't work. He goes to throw me again. His head was low in this situation, so I immediately go for the front headlock and then sprawl out. And then I switch my hands to go for a darce, but he moves his body in the right way. I'm trying to pressure his arm down and keep my head on his back to stop him from going flat. He was very wiggly, so he did a good job there. He had very long legs. This guy was about 6'5", mostly legs, so he kept on trying to bring his legs around the back for the back take. And here I was just feeling so heavy in my muscles just from the first match, and I try to get my arm on the inside to flatten him out, but I just don't think I had the strength, and he kept on coming up round the back of me. He nearly got my back at this point, and then we come off the mat. I think he tried to armbar me, and then we reset, and here I was just like, oh god, I'm so pagged. We're up again. He goes for a single leg. I sprawl immediately, and then I try and go for an anaconda. He goes flat on his back, which is not ideal. I don't really know how to finish it when he's flat on his back, and I'm trying to switch my hands through to go for a darce, and then he tries to bring his legs up around the back of me again. And then I was a little bit sloppy here, very tired. I've got the gift wrap on him, but you know what? I've never gift wrapped someone and they've just been able to roll out of it. Here I was absolutely pagged, and then he grabs my leg for the pass, so that leg is trapped. He isolates it, and I just don't have much left in my frames to really keep him off. And then immediately he gets the head and arm, which was very sloppy on my side, but it was very quick. It was on before I'd even realised. He passes to mount. The choke was on here. I was just trying to keep a bit of space by pushing my arm up. Tried to turn to the side, and his long arms were just still stuck to my neck, and he got the choke. Yeah, pretty gutted about that one. Overall, mixed feelings. I was happy that I got to show off my techniques in the first match when I was full of energy and just feeling like me, and just all the stuff that I'd been practicing the last few months I got to use, especially like the octopus back take, and then, very surprised I got rear naked choke. I was literally saying on the lead up that I never get rear naked choke, so I was pretty happy about that. And then the second match, very, very disappointed. I do wish that they'd give me a little bit more time in between my first match and my second match, as I think it was about 4 minutes in between, because the match that was after mine was very short. It ended quickly, so I'd literally got off the mats. My friend had gave me a banana. I took one bite, and then they were like, "You're back on." And I was like, "Oh my god, I've not even shook the lactic acid out of my muscles yet. I've not even caught my breath back." So I was like, "Whatever, just got to go with it and try and work efficiently." So you'll see in that match that I was just really like swooning for Darcy's a lot of the time, and I wasn't being flowy like I normally would be. I wasn't as relaxed, and I wasn't being as aggressive as I normally would be with the takedowns. I didn't feel like I had the energy to do like a double or anything explosive. So that's why you see me doing quite a lot of snap downs in that match, which was very like low energy sort of takedown, because you're just putting your weight on top of them and sprawling out. I do feel, which I think is the best mindset to have. It's nothing against these guys. I think they're both like very skilled and like very talented, and definitely blue belts. But I do feel like I am better, and I'm gonna get that loss back soon. Hopefully in the next few months, I'm gonna sign up to another comp and just prepare better, work even more on my endurance, and I think competing more, hopefully my adrenaline will be a bit lower and I won't burn out as quickly, because even the 2 minutes of that first match, I was so tired afterwards, just from death gripping. So my last comp was 2024. We're in 2026 now, so I think for me, just consistency with competing, and I'm going to be in the Masters division in 2 years, so I want to get a few more in with the adults before I get there. So yeah.